In February 2004, a 21-year-old nursing student named Maura Murray vanished without a trace on a lonely highway in New Hampshire. She had crashed her car, spoken briefly with a witness, and then, just like that, she was gone. No footprints, no signs of a struggle, no clue where she went. For nearly 2 decades, her disappearance has haunted investigators, spawned countless theories, and torn a family apart. What really happened to Maura Murray that night? And why does this case still baffle even the most seasoned detectives? Join me as we retrace her final steps, examine the evidence, and explore the chilling mystery of one of America's most enduring unsolved disappearances. Maura Murray was a promising student with dreams of becoming a nurse. On the morning of February 9, 2004, she mailed her professors claiming there had been a death in the family, which turned out to be false. She packed up her dorm room, withdrew some money from an ATM, bought alcohol, and set off in her black Saturn sedan, destination unknown. At around 7:27 p.m., Maura crashed her car on Route 112 near Woodsville, New Hampshire. A bus driver passing by stopped and asked if she needed help. She declined, saying she had already called for roadside assistance, though cell phone coverage was nearly non-existent in that remote area. Moments later, the bus driver called the police himself. By the time officers arrived at 7:46 p.m., Maura had vanished. Her car was locked, her belongings scattered inside, and there was no sign of her anywhere. Authorities launched a search within minutes. Police dogs tracked her scent about 100 yards down the road before it suddenly stopped. That suggested she may have gotten into another vehicle. But whose vehicle, and why? The weather was cold, the roads deserted. There was no indication of a struggle, no footprints leading into the woods, and no blood. It was as if she had simply walked away from her own life and disappeared into thin air. Her family arrived on scene the next day. They were frustrated with the police response, insisting that precious time had been lost. Rumors began to swirl. Was she running from something? Had she staged her own disappearance? Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe Maura had a secret boyfriend in New Hampshire and was going to meet him that night. Others suggest she might have been picked up by a stranger who meant her harm. There are even those who think she may have fled to Canada to start a new life away from the pressures she felt at school and home. But none of these theories have ever been proven. What is known is that Maura had faced some stress prior to disappearing: a car accident, academic problems, even a minor brush with the law over credit card fraud. But does that really explain why she would abandon everything without a word? Over the next few weeks, hundreds of volunteers combed the snowy woods around Route 112. Helicopters, cadaver dogs, dive teams, all found nothing. Every possible lead was checked. Police looked into local sex offenders, examined surveillance footage from nearby stores, and questioned residents. Still, there was no trace of Maura. It was as if the earth had swallowed her whole. In the years that followed, the Murray family never gave up. They put up billboards, appeared on national news, and pleaded for answers. But every promising lead fell apart, every tip ended in a dead end. Today, Maura Murray's case is one of America's most widely discussed missing person mysteries. True crime podcasts, Reddit forums, and documentaries have all tried to piece together the puzzle. In 2021, police even searched a nearby property after a new tip, but nothing was found. Her family continues to hope for closure, but with every year that passes, the trail grows colder. What happened to Maura Murray that night in 2004? Was she kidnapped? Did she run away? Or did something more sinister take place in those dark, frozen woods? We may never know the truth, but until someone comes forward, or until new evidence is found, Maura Murray's disappearance will remain one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries in modern American history. If you want to hear more chilling true crime stories, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next case.